Welcome to another episode of Love Unscripted, where we dive into the messy, beautiful, and sometimes hilarious world of relationship. It's your girl Sally, and today we'll be discussing about reproductive health and its functions. You are welcome, Miss.
Thank you.
So when we talk about reproductive, what is it about?
Okay, so reproductive health is basically taking care of your reproductive life, which involves conception and then um, family planning.
Okay.
Okay, so with the conception, it's mostly detailed into the measures you take or you put in place in order not to get pregnant,
Okay.
something like that. Yeah,
Okay. In order not to get
pregnant.
pregnant. Okay, so what are the facts of it? What are the facts about it? Usually when we are talking about sex, people feel like it's an awkward word.
Okay.
Usually in this modern era of ours. Yet sex is the ultimate thing.
Yeah.
Yes. So I want to know, why are people always behaving in that manner?
Like behaving awkward towards sex. Okay.
Yes,
In our setting here in Ghana, I think because of the Christianity or the Christian background, Ghana is a Christian country. So because of the Christian background we have here, our parents, our churches, and our society frowns against not being married and practicing sex. So that is basically the reason why people frown on sex when you are not married or something like that.
So, you as an individual, do you think it's necessary to talk about sex to educate the youth?
Yeah, sure. It is very, very important to talk about sex. Yes.
Yet when you are talking about it, most especially to our parents, they feel like, did you see you as the bad one?
Oh no, that is the best thing every parent should even educate his or a child on, because your child getting to know about his or her reproductive health or sexual life makes the child comfortable and then abreast with so many informations. Therefore, the child will know, oh, my mom told me this about sex. My mom told me to protect myself when I'm going to have sex. In this manner, I'm not going to get pregnant and go and do abortion and maybe die out of it or get complications out of it. So if our parents educate us properly on sex, I think that is going to be a very important thing, rather than frowning on that and our children will be secretly doing that. For all you know, your child would go into an abortion which would cause the life or something like that. So it is very important for us to even preach it in churches, schools, our environment, and most importantly, parents educate the children on it at home.
Okay, because there was one incident where we were all together like this. Then one girl came and she was asking me something related to sex. The mom was also there. So when I tried, I said sex, I just smiled and I was just about to say it. Then the mom was like, "Ish, I never knew you could be this bad." I was like, "Wow." So you see me as a bad person because I'm going to enlighten your world on that. You feel like I'm the bad person here.
Okay, that is the problem our mothers have with us. But low key, I think their children are doing it without their knowledge.
And the surprising thing is like the
for
first
all you know,
within some months, the girl
child
was pregnant.
Yeah.
And
So
like it
you
was a miracle.
you expressing yourself about it. The parents thought you were so bad or a bad influence on it. But you having the knowledge about it is not pregnant, but the child is pregnant.
Okay.
So I think it is a very important thing to educate our words on that, and basically how to protect themselves from contracting sexually transmitted diseases and even getting pregnant, which will lead them in doing unsafe abortions.
Okay, like you just mentioned safe abortion. So what is abortion? What is it about?
Okay, so abortion is basically and simply terminating of an unwanted pregnancy.
Okay.
Yes.
Terminating unwanted pregnancy.
Yeah.
So one time I was in a public bus.
Okay.
Then one man was like if you know you are pregnant and you want to terminate the pregnancy, take this, take this, take this. He was selling this herbal
drugs.
I was like, wow, that way immediately you take it, no, that same day the baby will come out. I was like,
Okay,
I asked myself, how true is this?
Okay, so basically the man is trying to dig a grave for whoever is going to buy that, because in Ghana we have a safe abortion care.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is mostly any hospital you go to that is licensed to practice abortion.
Okay.
If you go there, you explain yourself to them, there is going to be a safe abortion care for you. And one thing I think our youth should notice, abortion is illegal here in Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, abortion is done for some circumstances, like rape cases, incest, that is having a sexual affair with your family member and then pregnancy coming out of it.
Okay.
And then when the pregnancy is a threat to the mother, that is just the 3 instances abortion is required here in Ghana. Anything other than that is a criminal act, and then you can be imprisoned for that if you are caught. So if you are being involved in these 3 circumstances I mentioned, you are safe to visit any hospital licensed to do abortion. There is going to be a safe abortion care without any complication for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone also said, after sex, wash the CD. That's the condom.
Okay.
Wash it. Wash it thoroughly.
Okay.
Use it again and wash it again.
Okay.
To prevent pregnancy.
I don't get it. The used condom should be washed.
Yes. Washed and washed again.
And then it will be reused for sex.
Yes.
And it is going to prevent
pregnancy.
Personally, I don't think I would recommend that, and I don't think it will be safe. You don't even washing it. Your fingernails.
The thing is even slippery.
Yeah.
So how are you going
and
to
your
wash
fingernails can even cause a scratch.
Okay.
To a part is a rubber.
Okay.
So your fingernails can cause a scratch to it. You reusing it can even make you get pregnant. You might think it's safe, it's new or something
so
like that.
So after washing it, won't
it's even not safe. It can even cause STI, sexually transmitted diseases, because you are going to wash it with the soap and all those that shouldn't even get there. So once you should discard it and then get a new one if you want to use it again.
So do you think abortion is good?
Oh, in some circumstances, as I said to you, in that 3 circumstances, I think it will be safe. If the mother has to terminate the pregnancy, in order for her to be safe, I think it is okay for the mother to do that. And if the person has been raped and is not expecting a baby or wouldn't know the father of the child, I think that's also accepted. And you can't have a baby with your father. So basically, if you go and have an affair with your dad and then there is a pregnancy out of that, that is also a good thing to also terminate.
No, sex is a good thing. It's for pleasure.
Okay.
So, and before you would want to have sex with someone, you should have in mind that there will be circumstances. So when the circumstances arises, the best thing they think they will do is terminate the pregnancy. Yes.
I don't think it's the right thing. For all you know, that is the only child you are going to have. So if you terminate it and then in early future you get married, you get your partner you love and everything, and then you don't get married, you don't give birth again, it's going to be another issue.
But they don't think of that.
Oh, because they are naive, and most of people terminating pregnancies are children, school-going children or all that. They don't have enough knowledge about it.
As a result of
yes, it came as a result of pleasure, so maybe they should terminate it. But I personally think they shouldn't, because you wouldn't know if that is your only child you are going to have. So I think you should inform your parents on that decision. If they are going to help you cater for the child, it's better than going to do the abortion. If even it's not done properly, it can cost your life. and cause other complications as well.
So are there methods of abortion? Are there so many? What are the ways?
Oh, yeah, there are methods of abortion.
Okay.
There are surgical methods and there are medical methods. There are some you would need to take medication for the pregnancy to come out, and there are some instrument has to be inserted in you to bring the baby out, depending on the gestational age of the pregnancy.
Okay.
Yeah. So if the gestational age is not so high, I think medications will do. But if there are the gestational age is high and the baby is all grown, then instrument has to be inserted to break the bones and other stuff before it's being taken out of the body.
So with the methods you've mentioned, which one it's good? Which one do you think it's good and effective?
They are all good and then they are all effective because you can't use medications for a gestational age of about 18 weeks or 20 weeks. It wouldn't work. It would kill the baby, but the baby's bones and other stuff can't come. So basically, instrument has to be inserted to break the bones and take the bones out of the uterus. And then when the gestational age is, I think, just 4 weeks, 2 weeks old, the medication can just flush it out like that.
Because there are some instances someone has taken drugs, it's still the person was pregnant.
Yeah, because basically the gestational age was above what medication could.
No, the person was
control.
just, is it 2 weeks or 1 week ago?
And it was because the person took the medication in the house. It was basically not.
Yes, there's all these drugs at the whole pharmacy.
Actually, no. I think drugs for that method are prescription drugs.
And the person went to the pharmacy.
No, they are. So that is not an abortion drugs. Abortion drugs are solely bought under prescription. You can't just go and tell a pharmacist that I'm coming to buy a drug for this. No, it's
really?
Not done here in Ghana. It has to be prescribed by a medical doctor, signed and stamped, before it can be issued for you from a pharmacy. So basically what the person went to buy wasn't an abortion drug. It is something a friend has told, oh, I use this, go and get it, it's going to work for you or something like that. And the person also went and then the person bought it.
If I get you right,
okay,
that means you are trying to say the drugs are not common.
Yeah, they are not really common like that. You would really have to, it has to go through a lot of process.
Wow.
You can't just stand up and go and just buy an abortion pill. No. It has to be written, signed and stamped, sealed by a medical doctor.
This is interesting.
Yes. So those things they are buying, I'm not sure they are really getting. There are some that just destroys other people's own and then they recommend it for their friends. Okay. And then they also go to buy. But before you get an abortion pill, you would have to go through a lot of processes, which is not easy to get. Yeah.
Okay. So what are the disadvantages of abortion? Does it have a side effect?
Yes, it has a lot of side effects. It has complications. STIs. You can contract STIs from
abortion.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Never knew this.
Yes. It can make you infertile.
Okay.
If it's not done well. Your womb can be taken out from you.
Oh, wow.
If it's also not done well. It can even cost your life.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
You can die out of it, bleeding. You can bleed through the process and then you lose a lot of blood and die out of it.
Then it's better we don't try it at all.
Yeah, that is the best thing.
It's
the best thing.
Kind of difficult.
Difficult for who? I don't think it's a difficult thing. If you are really prepared, you are married and everything is normal. I don't think when you get pregnant, you should try and terminate it. And if even you are not married, once you've gone for it and it's in, that could be your only child on earth. So I think I would encourage everybody, say, if it comes, you try and keep it because you don't know what life has for you.
You made mention of STI. How is that possible?
Okay, so with the instrument, like instruments and other stuff used for it
at the hospital, don't they sterilize them?
They do sterilize it, but
okay.
How sure are you if everything is properly done? It's not so common, but I think say it's not so common but once in a while people do contract it. Yes.
Okay.
You can't do everything so perfect. Most especially here in Ghana, hospital setting and other stuff, you wouldn't know if it's not properly done also. So that sometimes do let you contract the STIs. Yeah.
So with the abortion, is it costly though? Is it costly?
Okay. So there are some facilities that even does it for free.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. There are some facilities in Ghana that does it for free. Yeah, it's a safe abortion, comprehensive abortion care.
Okay.
Yeah, it's free. So I entreat everybody when it comes and then you don't want it, you visit this accredited
Okay.
accredited and licensed facilities. They are going to help you out on that.
Because I know of one hospital in my locality.
Okay.
Yes. I went there with a relative. But when we got there, we were asked to pay a huge sum of money.
Okay. So it depends on the hospital's policy.
And we were told if we don't pay, they won't do that.
Okay.
And
so
actually,
it could be a private hospital.
It was a government,
It's a government hospital.
I just don't want to mention the hospital.
Really?
It's a government hospital.
Okay. I don't really know their protocols. Yeah, I don't
it's a
know
government hospital.
I don't know their protocols, but I know comprehensive abortion care is free.
So when the gynecologist was waiting for the one, I was like, I asked the question, and what he could ask was, "How old are you?" That was the question he asked me.
So it could be say he was just annoyed with just a small girl getting pregnant. So it could be a punishment or something out of
and
it.
You think because of that you need to take an amount of it's
a
government hospital.
I don't really know the hospital
because
protocols.
For a government hospital, I know should be something that free.
Okay.
Yes. And the person too was on health insurance. We went there with health insurance. So I didn't see reasons with him asking us for an amount of money.
I don't know the hospital's protocol, but I know comprehensive abortion care in Ghana is free. So I don't really know the hospital you went to. So I can't really complain about that. So I entreat you to go to other facilities when there is another case like that. If you are going to be charged differently for that one also.
Okay. So with the surgical distance, I learned it's very, 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 very painful.
Okay, so you are intact as you are there, right? When a pin is being attached to your hand, definitely it's going to cause you a little bit of pain. Okay, so being intact and you want to take something out of your body with instruments, scissors, and all those kind of things, I think it's going to cause you a little bit of pain, but it's okay. It's not so much like, yeah, it's okay.
Wow. I see. So would you advise someone to go in for that?
Personally, if it falls within the 3 circumstances I said earlier on, yes. But if it doesn't, I would never try and then encourage somebody to go and do an abortion. You want to see the person give birth. Yes.
What if the person can't afford for the child?
You can't afford for the child. Have you slept a day without eating? It's a question. Have you slept a day without eating?
Yes.
You slept a day without eating and you survived, right?
Okay,
so the child is also going to sleep a day
but the child is innocent.
He's innocent, but I don't think you should go and do an abortion to cost your life.
Well, people do not think of that. They don't think of the
but in my opinion, I would not advise you to go and do that. That is going to be a last option. Yes. I will not advise. No, never. I will not advise. It's going to be a last option.
Okay. So if you don't want to get pregnant, why don't you abstain?
Yeah, abstinence is the best. But the youth of today, you know how this world is
Yes.
turning into. Nobody would do that. And basically, I mostly give this education like, if you don't want to abstain, just protect yourself. It's going to prevent you from one, STIs, and then unwanted pregnancies. So
Okay.
if you can't abstain, you just protect yourself. That is the best thing I think I can put across.
So with the contraceptive, is it good?
Okay. um it's good, and it has a good and bad side. Yes.
Okay.
So the good aspect is the contraceptive helps you in spacing up your children.
Really?
That
So
is,
it's
yeah,
as
if
a family.
it, yeah, it's
Family.
used for a family planning method. Yeah,
Okay.
it's used as a family planning method.
Okay.
Yeah, but there are this emergency contraceptives that should be used just twice a year. In a whole 12 months, 365 days, you should take it just 2 times. And then most of our youths are abusing them.
We take it as paracetamol. We think it's paracetamol.
Yes, it
Whereas
has a lot of side effects, just such as infertility and a whole lot of stuff. That small contraceptive you just go buy 10 cedis can cost you your whole life by not letting you get pregnant again
wow.
in your entire life. But there are very safe contraception methods in the hospital. You can put on for 10 years, like the IUD, 3 years, like the Jadel. Yeah. So that one is a prolonged contraception that is going to help you rather than the emergency ones you use. So I think if you also want to prevent pregnancies, the contraception you do, and then it is across all our health facilities, and it is free. It
Okay.
is absolutely free. The contraceptives are free in our hospitals. Yeah.
Please, if you haven't still subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly do that. Ghana Online Radio. I learned with the contraceptives, it sometimes alters your menstrual cycle.
Yeah. So contraceptives, all the contraceptives are hormonal drugs.
Okay.
And then estrogen and progesterone, they are hormones. These hormones enables us to get pregnant and also menstruate as well. So once we take this contraceptive, they hinder the progress, or they hinder the smooth um how do I put it? They hinder how these hormones works.
Okay.
So if I take this emergency contraceptives, it stops me from releasing estrogens, which is going to let me get pregnant.
Okay.
It stops that process. So definitely, by the time it reacts for like 3 to 5 days, that is when the estrogen is going to start working again.
Wow.
So your menstruation is not going to come as it used to be.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not going to come as it used to be, but it's rather going to be, I think, 5 days earlier or at 5 days later,
Okay.
because the estrogen has been interrupted with the drug you took. So you are not going to have your normal menstrual cycle like you used to have. So that is how it alters our menstrual cycle and all that.
Wow. So please, what are your final words?
Okay, so my final words to our youth and to us all is that contraception in Ghana is free. You can visit any nearby hospital for advice, the methods, and choose what will best work for you.
Okay.
And I think when you do a proper contraception, there is no pregnancy going to come. And if even it does come and you don't want it, go to an accredited and certified licensed facility for a comprehensive abortion care. That is, if you fall within the 3 circumstances I gave. Yeah, so that is my final word.
Please, can you repeat you said when you do proper.
When you do proper conception, that is taking your family plannings or contraceptives very well, it is going to avoid pregnancies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe we all heard that when we do proper contraception,
Yes.
it will not lead to pregnancy. Catch us same time Thank you.